Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Fraser Field for the start of the second season. Hard to believe. I'm still wondering where football went, and we're through the baseball, softball regular seasons, and we're now into state tournament. Lynn English will kick it off. Dougie Mullen's doing a great job. It's been a long time since Lynn English won 13 games. It's been a long time since they've had a home tournament game. He's done a great job with his kids. Taking on Malden Catholic. So it's the Catholic Conference against the Northeastern Conference. And all that noise you hear is from Malden Catholic. The first pitch drilled into left field by Lucas Daskal for a base hit. He jumped on the first pitch and drilled it. Joe Ward, the center fielder, will be the hitter. Malden Catholic has been here before this year. And Jimmy Tidmas asked me, and I couldn't remember whether they played English or St. Mary's. They probably played, this may be the second time they're playing the Bulldogs. Line shot to left field for a base hit. 2 pitches, 2 hits. Well, the Catholics come out swinging the bats. Chris Paguero. He's the pitcher. So Silvestri didn't have to wait long to pitch from the stretch. That's the first pitch. It's not hit for a base hit. It's low and away for a ball. If you hear that noise, you'd almost think there was 13,909 here at Fraser Field. That's all coming from the Malden Catholic bench. Hit high in the air to short left field. Long run for the left fielder. He's not going to get there. It's a base hit. He was playing very deep. And Paguero lofted it high in the air, and it fell behind the shortstop in front of the left fielder. And Malden Catholic comes out swinging. 3 straight hits. 3 on, nobody out for the cleanup hitter, Hayden Bond, the shortstop. English brings their infield in. English is the number 5 seed. Malden Catholic is the number 12 seed, 10-10. English 13-7. Broke high and inside for a ball. In for a strike. 1-1 the count. Hit in the left field for a base hit. They send the runners home. They throw it through the 2-run score. So Malden Catholic wasted no time putting pressure on the Bulldogs. Dougie Mullen comes out very quickly. 4 straight singles. Brings in 2 runs. First and second, nobody out. So Hayden Bond with the 2 RBI single. Daniel Marshall, the first baseman, will be the hitter. We're blessed this year with all 4 Lynn teams making the tournament. Tech has already won. They won by forfeit last night, when there was a mix-up in the brackets and the team they were supposed to play showed up with only 7 players. High and tight for a ball. But English, Classical, St. Mary's all have home games. Nice job by Teres to go out and get that one so it doesn't go to the backstop. Hit foul back. They're still doing some work here. They've made it a little bit easier. The netting, the backstop is up. You can still hit a foul ball into the press box, but it's a lot better. It's not blocking your view on your TV set like it has been for the last few games. You still can't sit in the seats under the overhang. Swing and a miss. And I noticed that Navigators have put some chairs down behind first base in that grassy knoll and additional chairs in the picnic area for the crowd that comes to their games. Hit the second base. They get one. They get two. Nice turn in the middle by Moretta. So 2 outs now. Adam Braid, the catcher, is the hitter. Swing and a miss. Pretty good contingent of Bulldog fans showed up for this one. And a pretty good contingent of Malden Catholic fans. Swing and a miss. Quickly, it's 2 strikes. Just got a piece and fouled it off the catcher. High for a ball. Braid is the 6th hitter in the inning. The first 4 got base hits. Thought about it, held up, it was up and away, and we got our first deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runs in. Swing and a miss. So the double play stopped the bleeding. The strikeout gets him out of the inning, but not before Malden Catholic jumps on top. 4 straight hits in the top of the first. Gets him 2 runs. And before Baguero throws a pitch, he's got a 2-run lead in the ballgame. English got a little bit of a hole to dig themselves out of. It'll be Joe Marmoretta, the shortstop, leading off. Andy DeVerge will play left field and bat second. The right fielder, Eric Ubri, hits number 3. In the cleanup spot is the center fielder, Jose Morel. Juan Suburvi is the DH. He's hitting for the pitcher, Julian Silvestri, batting 5th. The first baseman, Ethan Labby, will hit number 6. Playing third base and batting 7th, Anthony Mateo. The second baseman, Luis Pena, will hit number 8. And catching and batting 9th is Albert Torres. The Northeast Conference named their All-Stars. It's gone a little bit different in the last year or two. They break it into 2 brackets. They have an all-conference team, and then they have all-stars. It used to be the all-stars, and they would say who were the backups that didn't quite make it, but now they have all-conference and all-stars. And Lane English is well represented. Joe Marmoretta was the MVP of the South. He's had a great year offensively and defensively. The rest of the all-conference team Jose Morel, Juan Suburvi, Julian Silvestri. For the second team All-Stars, Albert Torres and Eric Ubri. So congratulations to those Bulldogs. Getting selected for all-conference and all-star teams. The winner of this will move on to the quarterfinals. They'll play either Central Catholic or Lawrence. And if it's English will probably get another home game. Because both of those teams, Central Catholic and Lawrence, are lower seeds than the Bulldogs, who we mentioned are number 5. Both Classical and St. Mary's are number 2, so they would get 2 home games. They may only get 1 because, depending on where the semifinals are played, because I think both St. Mary's and Classical are drawing a bye. They're playing home here, but they're playing home in the quarterfinals. They're automatically in the quarterfinals drawing a bye. So Lynn is well represented, along with Classical and St. Mary's girls softball. Good fastball for a strike. Joe Marmoretta loves to run. He is very quick. Swing and a miss. I was told before the game that this young man, Paguero, is quite the right-handed pitcher. He certainly showed on those 2 pitches. Hit foul, out of play. Hit behind the shortstop. Long run for the left fielder. Joe Snell, Perez gets there and makes the play. So 1 up, 1 down for the Bulldogs. Andy DeVerge, the left fielder, will be the hitter. Good fastball for a strike. Hit high in the air behind home plate. Long run for the catcher. Got room. Can't make it. He overran it. That's a very tough play for the catcher. Regardless of the weather here, the ball always seems to kind of blow back. They chase it like it's going to go up in the stands. It always kind of blows back on them. They have to reach back to try and make the play. Not an easy play. So DeVers gets a life. Tap of the first base. First baseman Marshall, a little underhand to Baguero, the pitcher. Play goes 3-1 for the out. 2 up, 2 down for the Bulldogs. Eric Ubri, the right fielder, having a very good year. Swinging the bat, he's got some big hits for the Bulldogs. Hit in the air. Another long run for the left fielder. Gets there and makes the play. 2 plays by Perez. So an easy 1-2-3 inning for Paguero. We finished 1 in this Division I North opening round game. Malden Catholic 2, Lynn English, nothing. Bottom three in the order for Malden Catholic as we start the top of the second inning. Nico Alex, 2 first names. The third baseman leads it off. High and tight for a ball. Good crowd, people still coming in. A lot of cars over in the Manning parking lot. A lot of the classical baseball players sitting behind home plate. Swing and a miss. Alex got his money's worth on that pitch and swung right through it. This is the Lancers against the Bulldogs. They checked with the base umpire, said swung. English cheered, Malden Catholic and their fans didn't like it, but I don't think there's any question. He tried to hold up and couldn't. Hit foul back. Good thing that was to the right of us. That could have come right in the press box. The sun is shining brightly and the lights are coming on here at Frazier Field. High for a ball, the count goes full. Swung on and missed. He's going to reach. He chased down and away. And unless there's a double play, Malden Catholic's going to get 4 outs in this inning. Chased the pitch. It went off the glove of the catcher to the backstop. And Alex strikes out but reaches. Christian O'Brien, the right fielder, will be the hitter. Back easily at first is Alex. Down and away, nice job by Teres to go get that one. Swing and a miss. Nice to see fans still coming in the ballpark. Down and away for a ball. Foul tip held on to by Teres, and the count goes full. High and tight now, the count goes full. Let's see what they do with the run. They're not getting very far off first base. And that's high for ball 4. So for the second inning in a row, Malden gets their first 2 hitters on base. First inning was 2 base hits. Now it's a strikeout that reaches and a walk. The number 9 hitter, Joe Sanel Perez, the left fielder. Let's see if they play small ball here. I'll tell you what third thinks, so he shortened up. Labby shortened up at first. They square, they get the bunt down. Nobody covering first. Nobody covered first base. It's a base hit. Labby from first, charged. Third baseman charged. Dougie Mullins is talking something about the umpire, and he's going to go talk to his partner. I don't know if Dougie Mullins thought that the bunt deflected off the hand of the batter. I don't know how the base umpire could see that, if the plate umpire didn't see it. Not going to get the call. That would have been a tough call to get. So once again, second inning in a row, they have the bases loaded, nobody out. And as the leadoff hitter up, Lucas Daskal hit the first pitch he saw for a base hit and scored the first run of the game. In for a strike. So Silvestri in a little bit of a pickle here right off the bat again. Swing and a miss. Chased that pitch that was down and away. Hit the second base. They only got one play, and that's first. A run will score. Well, Daskal will get an RBI. Scoring is the strikeout that reached. Ward got a base hit. He hit the first pitch he saw for a base hit the other way, and he scored the second run. The Eagles will bring the infield in. They give him an awful lot of room in right center field. Center fielder's shading a little bit to the left field side of second base. Right fielder over the line. He goes the other way with it. Right fielder is very deep, considering they think that he goes the other way. Ruby's not that far away from the warning track. Breaks down and in for a ball. Wide for a ball. Nice stop by Torres on a pitch in the turf. Hit back foul, out of play. Ward is the Lancer center fielder. up for the second time. Up and away for ball 4. Second walk in the inning. Loads him back up. Chris Paguero, the pitcher, can help himself. He had a sky-high fly ball that dropped in front of the left fielder behind the shortstop that loaded the bases and set up Hayden Bond's 2 RBI single in the first inning. Bond is the on-deck hitter. High for a ball. English went down 1-2-3. They've had 3 hitters. This is the 11th hitter for Malden Catholic, and there's still only 1 out. Should have been 2 with the strikeout. In for a strike. Juan Suburbia is going out to warm up. Hit way up in the air. It's playable. Torres called everybody off, tried to make the one-handed catch and dropped it. Labby had the better play on it coming to the ball. Torres was chasing it, and he had it, and he tried to make the one-handed catch. Didn't squeeze it. High for a ball. So if Paguero reaches, it'll be an error on the catcher. If they get him out, Torres will bail out and not have an error. Chop foul. Labby was calling all the way, and then he stepped away when Torres said, "I got it." And he just didn't squeeze it. Swing and a miss for strike 3, so Torres gets off the hook. Second strike on the inning, but the first for an out. Bond was the difference in the game. He got a big single in the first inning, knocking in 2 runs. Now he's got a chance for more. Way up in the air. Torres got a glove on it. High again for a ball. 2-0. Swing and a miss. Silvestri had a little bit of mustard on that pitch. Line to left field, right at the left fielder. DeVerge makes the one-handed catch. So Malden Catholic gets a run. It could have been worse. It could have been better. The strikeout that reached was the run that scored. 2 strikeouts in the inning, 2 walks. There was only 1 hit. But Paguero now has a 3-0 lead to work with as we move into the bottom of the second. It'll be 4, 5, and 6. Jose Morel, Juan Suburbi, Ethan Labby for the Bulldogs. I'm looking at a very nice crowd here. MIAA probably wishes they charged admission. And the crowd's still coming in. The Fraser parking lot is full. Manning parking lot is starting to fill up. It's nice to see on a beautiful night here at Fraser Field. And we were long due a night like this with all the horrible weather we had to face. Jose Morel, the center fielder, will lead it off, trying to get something going against Chris Peguero on the mound for the Lancers. Now the English dugout comes to life. Looking to get something going. Hit to center field. Starting back, then coming on. Center fielder Ward makes the play. So one pitch, one out. Juan Suburbi, the DH. He came hustling back from the bullpen. He was now warming up. Malden Catholic coach now out talking to the umpire, and he's questioning the lineup. I'm not sure why he would question batting out of order now because they got an out. You only want to question batting out of order if they get a base hit or a home run or something, and then call it. You already got an out. You're not going to get two. Discussion right at home plate. And the Malden Catholic coach has got his lineup given to him by English in his hand, trying to check on what's going on. Everything gets straightened out. Again, you don't want to question it when there's already an out, because all you would do is then put the actual hitter up with still the one out. You want to do it when they get a base hit or score a run or have a big inning. Juan Suburbi has done it all for English. Played third, played first, pitched, DH'd. Lines it in the center field. On his horse going back. What a play by the center fielder. And he had to reach over his shoulder, across his body. He's left-handed. And he takes extra bases away from Suburbi. That was at least a double, maybe a triple. That's the hardest hit ball all night. 2 plays in a row, but that was an ESPN highlight play. What a play by the center field. He had a long run to get there, and they had to reach over his shoulder across his body to make the one-handed catch. Outstanding play by Joe Ward. Fishing wide for a ball to Ethan Labby, the first baseman. Swing and a miss. Popped up. Second baseman caught for it. First baseman said, "Get out of my way." Daniel Marshall makes the one-handed catch. 6 in a row retired by Peguero to start the ballgame thanks to that outstanding play by Joe Ward. We've completed 2 in this Division North opening round game. Malden Catholic, the Lancers leading the English Bulldogs 3-0. First pitch is hit foul, slicing way down in that grassy knoll down the right side. Daniel Marshall, the first baseman, bounced into a 4-6-3 double play, helping Silvestri get out of an even more difficult situation in the first inning. Malden Catholic already had 2 runs in. Up and away for a ball. Shadow's trying to start to creep in a little bit. There's that tree out in left field cast a shadow all the way to the Malden Catholic dugout. A portion of left field covering third base, the pitcher's mound, first base line, right to the dugout. Out around the warning track, part way to the flagpole. Everything else is in bright sunshine. Hit to third base, big hop. Nice play by Anthony Mateo over to Labby. 1 up, 1 down in the third. Play goes 5-3 for the out. Adam Braid, the catcher, struck out swinging to end that first inning. Fishing wide for a ball. Way up and away, 2-0. So the third is the first inning that Malden Catholic doesn't get the first hitter on base. Fishing wide for a ball. 3-0. In for a strike, as you would expect. Braid taking all the way. And again, he can afford to be fussy here with the count his way. Missing for ball 4. Third walk given up by Silvestri. Nico Alex, the third baseman. He's 0 for 1. He struck out swinging, but he scored a run. Because when he struck out, the ball went to the backstop, and he reached first base and came around to score. Down and away for a ball. The one thing we haven't seen from Malden Catholic is them running. They don't get that far off the bag. And as I say that, he takes off. The ball's popped up. Labby with a long run. Labby's got a play. And they turn a double play. They had the runner going. Labby made the catch. Silvestri went over and covered first, and they turned the double play. Nice job. The walk doesn't hurt. So even with the walk, Silvestri only faces 3 in the inning. I just got through saying they weren't running, and they had Braid on the move. He got a big jump. He was a long distance to second base, obviously. And he was hustling back. Labby went out in the foul territory, made the play, and good heads up by Silvestri to go over and cover first. So they hold Malden Catholic for the first time. Bottom three in the order for the Bulldogs. Anthony Mateo, Luis Pina, Albert Torres. Chris Peguero will start his third inning of work. Anthony Mateo, the third baseman, will lead it off. Wasn't that long ago that these games used to be 9 innings, which drove everybody crazy because you play 7 innings all year. You get to the state tournament and you play 9. And a lot of fans, a lot of coaches revolted and said, what's going on? And they turned around and said, okay, back to 7 innings, because 2, 3, and 4, when there was still the Division 4, went 7 innings. Division 1 was the only one that went 9, and that was kind of silly. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Chased that pitch, it was up and away. The only one that goes 9 now are the Super 8. Up and away for a ball. Lined in the left field for a base hit. Well, Peguero had retired 6 in a row. Mateo takes care of that with a base hit. Luis Pina, the second baseman, will be the hitter. Solid shot by Mateo. Brings the English dugout alive. Down 3-0, but we got a lot of baseball left to play. Squaring to butt, fouls it back. Third baseman Alex could almost shake hands with the batter as he came charging in from third. And believe it or not, there are still fans coming in the gate. Diving back on the pickoff attempt is Mateo. The bunt is down. They'll tag the runner. So the sacrifice sends Mateo over to second. Albert Torres, the catcher. With the top of the order, Moretta on deck. So English with a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Down and away for a ball. In for a strike. Up and away for a ball. Hit foul to the backstop. Count evens at 2. One out, one on with the bottom of the third. Well, the Catholic jumped quickly for 2 in the first. They added a run in the second. That's where we are, 3-0. Hit up the middle. Into center field for a base hit. They send the runner home, and it bounced out. The runner's going to score. The catcher, the ball, the runner all together at one time in home plate. Down 3-0. They took a shot sending him, but it winds up okay. Torres winds up in scoring position on the throw of the plate. Nice throw by the center fielder. It just short hopped the catcher. He couldn't handle it. Mateo slid in safely. Torres moved down to second on the throw of the plate. Moretta hits it way up in the air. The first baseman makes the call and again makes that one-handed crutch. Two away for Andy DeVerge. He tapped to the first baseman who flipped it to the pitcher for the out in the first inning. I still go back to my mentor, Frank Carey. He's like, he can't believe that just about everybody, including girls softball, all making one-handed catches. In for strike 2. That looked like a little bit of a breaking ball. The way he gets that fastball moving, he shouldn't be allowed to throw a curveball. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's his first strikeout. It ends the third inning. So English gets on the board. Single, a sacrifice, and a single gets them on the board. We played 3 in this Division I North opening round game. Malden Catholic 3, English 1. 8-9-1 for Malden Catholic as we start the top of the 4th inning. English crept a little closer, 3-1. Silvestri will start his 4th inning of work. Solid shot to left center field, all the way to the warning track on the fence. In with a stand-up double. O'Brien, who walked the first time, laid into that first pitch. He got all of that one. Josenel Perez got a base hit. His first time up. Helped to push along that run that Malden Catholic got in the second inning. Squares the bunt. Pitch, nice stop by Torres and a pitch in the turf. Tried the bunt and missed it. Didn't just square away to try and sacrifice. He was like running up, almost like he was bunting for a hit. I'm sure Dougie Mullins had a little talk with his team because last time they bunted, nobody covered first. I notice now Labby breaking Pena is cheating over towards first base. They pop it up behind home plate too far for Teres to go get it. So they'll take the bunt off with 2 strikes. Top of the order, Lucas Daskal. The second baseman is the on-deck hitter. Nice stop again by Teres. Had a duck under that one, way inside. Perez is the Lancers' left fielder. Hit in the air to right field. Ubri coming over near the foul line. Makes the catch. They didn't tag up. He makes the one-handed catch. So Perez went the other way. Ubri tracked it down. 1 out. Top of the order. Daskal, the second baseman. He singled. Hit the first pitch he saw leading off the ball game. Got a base hit and scored a run. Last time up, he tapped one to first base. But got an RBI because the runner scored from third. I think he just saw his life pass in front of him with that pitch. He had to almost sit down in the batter's box to get out of the way of that one. He's 1 for 2 with a run scored and an RBI. So he's 2/3 of the offense. Hit foul back. Down and away for a ball. Silvestri signaled a timeout. He wanted to talk to his catcher. Teres will hustle back behind the plate. Daskal will step in. That one goes to the backstop. The wild pitch will move the runner to third. So Malden Catholic is 90 feet away from getting their 3-run cushion back. Teres had no chance at that one. English doesn't come all the way in, but they shorten up in the infield. That's ball 4. That's going to bring Dougie Mullins out of the dugout. They had Suburbi warming up before. They also have Labby, the first baseman, who has done some relief pitching for them. Long conversation out there. The umpire was going out to break it up. Coach came out to give him some baseballs. So now Huggy Mullins back to the dugout. They stay with Silvestri. Joe Ward is perfect. Singled and scored and walked. Silvestri gave up 4 hits in the first inning, didn't give up a walk, but he's walked at least 1 in the next 3 innings. And again, warm-up action going out to the bullpen for English. That one bounced in front of home plate off the catcher. The runner was going anyway. Teres getting a workout. That bounced off him, deflected away. It didn't go far enough. So second and third, the Catholic threatening again. They get out of the third inning with a nice double play. Labby to Silvestri, but now they're back in hot water. Nice pitch on the corner for a strike. Over but low. And they have to wait. Loose ball came out of the English bullpen. Missing wide for a ball. Solid shot, first base coach just fell down on the turf trying to save his life. He just saw his life pass in front of him. Solid shot by Ward, but he got way out in front and pulled it foul. Chops that one. So is the Malden Catholic dugout. Yeah, that's ball 4. So the double, a fly out, and back-to-back walks. And for the third time in 4 innings, the Lancers of Malden Catholic have the bases loaded. And that's going to do it for Silvestri. I believe it's going to be Suburbi coming in. He's DHing for Silvestri, so English will lose their DH. Silvestri will come out. Suburbi will be the new pitcher. Juan Suburbi is the new pitcher for the Bulldogs. And he comes in a tough situation. 1 out, the bases loaded. The pitcher, Peguero, has singled and struck out. High for a ball. Hit foul back. Almost was a souvenir for Jimmy Tidmarsh. Solid shot past the third base bag. They're going to hold the runner. Peguero helps himself with a 2-run double. Ripped that one right by the third base bag down in the bullpen area. So the Lancers get the one back that English got, and they add one. It's now 5-1. And they still have second and third with one out for Hayden Bond, who got a 2 RBI single in the first inning. And hit it on the nose, but hit it right at the left fielder in the second inning. In for a strike. Another solid shot. And back-to-back doubles, both knocking in 2. That's going to be in the gap. Back-to-back-to-back doubles. Four doubles in the inning by Malden Catholic. And Dougie Mullins is coming out of the bullpen, out of the dugout, excuse me. I think they're going back to the bullpen again. Suburbi comes in, gives up 3 doubles, 2 runs. Silvestri is credited with 5. Actually 6. Malden Catholic put an exclamation point in this 4th inning. Started with a double, and out, and a walk, but then back-to-back-to-back doubles. Suburbi is going to stay in the game at third base. Mateo was going to go to second base. Nathaniel Espinal will probably hit in Luis Pena's spot because Pena's out of the game. So Espinal will be the 3rd pitcher in this inning. They brought Suburbi in to try and put out the fire, and he just added flames to the fire, giving up 3 straight doubles. They had 3 runs coming in. They got 5 runs in this inning, and they have a runner at second with 1 out. 4 doubles in the inning, 3 of them back-to-back-to-back. Throw in back-to-back walks. Adam Braid, the catcher, has struck out and walked. And he was knocked down on that nice double play with Labby, tracking down the pop-up and behind first base and getting it to Silvestri at first. When the runner at first had taken off to steal second, they turned the double play. Braid was the guy that was knocked down, trying to get back to first base. So Silvestri gave up 6 hits. He walked 5. He gave up 6 runs that were earned. Struck out 3. So Burby comes on and faces 3 hitters, gives up 2 runs on 3 doubles. And Espinal will try to put out the fire. So awful quiet on the English Bulldogs side, a lot of life in the Malden Catholic dugout in their fan section. And they've got a good fan section. It's a really nice crowd here. It's nice to see coming out supporting the kids. Braid will be the 8th hitter in the inning. We still have 1 out. Missing wide for a ball. Solid shot. Is it fair? It is. It's over the fence for a home run. The only question was it going to stay fair? And it did. Seven of the 8 hitters in this inning have scored. And Malden Catholic is now in double digits. Nico Alex struck out but reached when the ball went to the backstop and scored. Last time up, he popped into the double play. First baseman to the pitcher. Alex is the 9th hitter in the inning, still only 1 out. Missing inside for a ball. Believe it or not, there's still fans coming in the gate. Down and in. I mentioned before, Torres is really getting a workout in this game. On the inside corner for a strike. Alex taking all the way as you would expect. The count is still in his favor. Swing and a miss. That might have been ball 4. Didn't look like it was in the strike zone. That's ball 4. Christian O'Brien started this inning with a double and scored the first run. So they batted around. He has walked, doubled, and scored. He's 1 for 1 with a run scored. Wide for a ball. High and tight for a ball. Nice stop again by Torres. And we're going to get more warm-up action out in the bullpen. The runner at first was bouncing back and forth, and he created a balk. So now the runner at first is the runner at second. In for a strike. High and tight for a ball. And that brings Dougie Mullins out of the dugout for yet another conference on the mound. We mentioned he's done a great job. It's been 4 or 5 years since English has made the tournament. And obviously, you got to get 10 wins to make the tournament. So getting 13 wins this year, it's been a long time since English has won 13 games. He's done a very nice job. His kids have played well, and he's going to make a change on the mound. I think Labby's going to be the new pitcher, I think. Mateo's going to go back to third. Suburbi is going to wind up at first base. And Contreras is going to be the new second baseman. Suburbi will be in his fourth position. As I mentioned, Mateo will go back to third. And Contreras will come in and play second base. A huge inning, and it's not over. Josenel Perez has singled and fly to right. He'll be the 11th hitter in the inning, and there's still only one out. A barrage of doubles, 4 in the inning, 3 consecutive. 3 walks in the inning. The only hits in the inning have been extra base hits, 4 walks and a 2-run home run. Solid shot over the right field fence by the catcher, Adam Braid. You look at this team tonight and you say, how did they go 10-10? But then you look and say, they played in the Catholic Conference. So we're playing teams like St. John's Prep and BC High. So that's why you never tell the caliber of a team based on their record coming into the tournament. Labby's first pitch is in for a strike. Perez has made the only out in this inning. He flied to Ubri in right field. 2 quick strikes. Hits it foul back and out of play. Count stays 0-2. I've gone this far without giving a tip of the hat to all the guys that work at this place, the DPW people. And outstanding work. by all those guys. This has been one of the worst seasons I've ever gone through, and I've gone through quite a few. The rain, and it's turf in the infield, but even that gets wet. Grass in the outfield, dirt down along behind first base and third base. The dugouts have been waterlogged. They've done a tremendous job getting this field ready for games when people thought that games would have to be canceled. Chop foul. I keep talking about the crowd. There's a nice little crowd out behind the right field fence. Somebody should have told them there was no admission price. Buzzy Barton and his crew out there. Buzzy, the outstanding counselor at large, former coach, two-way boys and girls basketball. English was a great three-sport athlete in English, and he does a great job for the city of Lynn. They moved the center fielder Morrell over to right center field, and they put him in perfect position because he was there to make the play on Perez. So there's 2 outs in the inning. Perez has made both of them. Daskell, the second baseman, walked and scored in this inning. He's also singled and scored and bounced to the first baseman, getting an RBI. So he's 1 for 2, scoring 2 and knocking in a run. So we're back to the top of the order. 4 walks in the inning, matched by 4 doubles in the inning, along with a 2-run home run. Hit up in the seats. Hit foul back the other way. Went to the right side, now he goes to the left side. This inning, Malden Catholic has gone away from singles. Singles are out of the question. It's either a double or a home run. High for a ball. Call, third strike. He knew it. As soon as he took the pitch, he started walking to the dugout. 12 hitters go to the plate. 7 of them score. 4 doubles and a 2-run home run. And Malden Catholic has blown this one wide open. English got a little momentum coming back, cutting the lead to 3-1. And now Malden Catholic says, I don't think so. They get 7 in the inning. And it's now 10-1. 5 hits in the inning, all extra base hits, 4 doubles and a home run. 4 walks in the inning. 2 of them scored. The only thing we haven't had in this game is an error. So Peguero has to feel pretty good starting his 4th inning with a 10-1 cushion. And you have mixed emotions. You look at an English team that's had a really very good year. I mean, they were the number 5 seed coming in with 13 wins. And you look and say, you don't want to see them get blown out, but you'd hate to see them lose a very tough game and get knocked out. If you're going to lose, I guess you'd rather say, we'd rather really get beat so we can shake it off and forget about it and go home. Eric Ubry fly to left field as one trip. Hit foul. The leadoff hitter for the Lancers has been up 4 times. This is the number 3 hitter for English. This is his second time up. They've only had 2 base runners and one of them scored. A hit, a sacrifice, and a hit. Got them back within 3-1. Gave them a little bit of momentum. And the Lancers just blew that out the window with a 7-run 4th inning. Line to center field. It's in for a base hit. Ward couldn't make that great play. He already made 1 in the game. Hoover gets English's 3rd hit. Second time in 2 innings they've had the leadoff hitter on. Jose Morel flies to center field. Up and away for a ball. Swing and a miss. He put everything into that swing. Chased the high fastball and swung right through it. This is like, I'm going to throw as high as I can. You swing as high as you can and see who wins. Peguero won the battle for those last 2 pitches. Almost won it again. Morel started, had every intention, and then he realized it was up and away and it just held up. Just got a piece and stays alive. This is one of those rare times when you see one of the planes usually come over the right field fence. One of the few times you see the plane coming from over the left center field fence, coming right over the middle of the ballpark going to Logan Airport. It doesn't happen very often. That one got a piece of Morel in the batter's box for a foul ball. Swing and a miss, he gets him. Only the second strikeout for Peguero. Juan Cerverbi thought he had the first hit for the Bulldogs. He had a shot and a half to right center field going to the scoreboard. Joe Ward in center field made a tremendous running catch over the shoulder, taking extra bases away. He swings at that high pitch and swings right through it. And that hurt the catcher. That had a little bit of mustard on it. He dropped the mask, the glove, grimacing. That was a fastball, I think. Trying to shake it off. That had a lot of mustard on it. So Cerverbi swung and missed it. High pitch. Catcher caught it and dropped everything. The mask, the glove, and started shaking an arm, trying to shake it off. Gets a handshake from Cerverbi. High and tight for a ball. Again. The catcher again, he's got to take a little time off to go out and talk to his pitcher. He is feeling those pitches. He's got his mask off again. He's calling the infield together. They have a little conversation because the catcher wants to get some time off. He's probably telling the pitcher, hey, you don't have to throw it that hard. Braid was the guy that got that 2-run home run over the right field fence. And he's taken a beating the last couple of hitters. Could get a little more padding in that glove. High for a ball. It was kind of odd not to see Manning Field lights and everything going on with no action over there, but you knew something had to pop up over there. Very seldom are we over here that Manning Field is totally empty. That's that soccer clinic that they run for the young kids over there. I think it was last night they had the flag football team in. Swing and a miss. Solid swings by English, but they didn't make contact. Peguero was amped it up a little bit in the bottom of the 4th inning. Labby popped to the first baseman his one trip. Inside and tight. Labby just got out of the way of that one, thank God. High and tight for a ball. In for a strike. Malden Catholic, we believe, is going to be the new Thanksgiving foe for Bishop Fenwick. Bishop Fenwick has dropped St. Mary's. Another swing and a miss, and a pitch that was up and away. And the word we got was that Fenwick was trying to entice Malden Catholic to play them on Thanksgiving Day. Malden Catholic dropped out of the Catholic Conference for football only. They're still in the conference for the other sports, but not for football. They're trying to get, Bishop Fenwick's trying to get Malden Catholic into the Catholic Central League. That would be a little bit of a mismatch with the number of students. Swing and a miss. He strikes out the side after giving up a hit. He only had one strikeout coming into the inning. He now has 4. We've completed 4 in this Division I North opening round game. The Lancers of Malden Catholic, 10. The Bulldogs of English, 1. 2-3-4 for Malden Catholic as we start the 5th inning. Labby will start an inning for the first time. Missing low for a ball. Down and in for a ball. The crowd on the English side has stayed. Up and in, 3-0. I thought it was 3-0. Why would you give the number 2 hitter the green light on 3-0? Hit foul back. Water's perfect. He singled and scored, walked twice, and scored the second time. Solid shot, just went foul. All the way down the line, fair, just before the first base bag, it just kicked out. Wasn't fouled by much. Strike 3 called. He started to walk to first base thinking it was ball 4. So they get Ward for the first time. The pitcher, Chris Peguero, singled, struck out, doubled in 2 and scored. So he's 2 for 3. He's knocked in 2 and scored a run. That little off-speed curveball drops in for a strike. Down and in for a ball. Down and away for a ball. Solid shot, big hop to the third baseman. Nice play by Mateo. Did a little spin around through over the Suburbi. 2 up, 2 down in the 5th. Hayden Bourne singled in 2 in the 1st, flied out to left in the 2nd, doubled in 2 in the 4th and scored. He's knocked in 4 and scored a run. That amounts to half of the offense. Chased that high pitch and swung right through it. Good curveball by Labby, dropped in for a strike. We haven't seen many breaking balls. Peguero's throwing fastballs, everybody else throwing fastballs. Labby's dropped a couple of curves. Down and in for a ball. Labby fooled Torres was set up outside for that pitch, and the pitch went down and in. Thought about it, tried to check his swing, got a piece of it anyway, the high pitch, and fouled it back. Didn't miss by much. Little tapper towards first base, it's going to stay foul. Hit back to the screen. High for a ball. Popped up. Long run for Teresh. Overran it. You had to worry about running into the Malden Catholic dugout. Those are very tough plays by the catcher. It's one thing if you're standing waiting for a pop-up, when you have to chase it and you're running, you're moving, the ball's moving. Everybody say that's an easy play. And those are the people I want to see try and make those plays. He stood there, took the pitch, and he knew it as soon as he took it. It was in for a strike. First 1-2-3 inning for English pitching. They faced only 3 batters in the 3rd inning when Labby was part of that pop-up double play at first base. But this is the first time they've really faced only 3 hitters. He strikes out 2 of them. He's got 3 strikeouts in 2 innings. Labby's come on to do the job, but that big 7-run 4th inning has put them in a hole that's just a little too hard to get out of. Bottom 3 in the order. For the Bulldogs. Hit high in the air to left field. Mateo had the first hit in the ballgame and scored the 1 run that English has, got under it for a fly ball. Luis Pena sacrificed his 1 trip. He followed the base hit, moving the runner over to second. And then Torres got the base hit to knock in the run way back in the 3rd inning when English got as close as they came all night, 3-1. After Malden Catholic put up 2 in the 1st and 1 in the 2nd. In for a strike. Hit to first base, big hop. They'll play it to the pitcher. Marshall to Peguero covering. Second time they've combined in the game. Albert Torres has got a workout behind the plate. Tonight's game is a good example of what a tough assignment catchers have on both sides. Braid for the Lancers and Torres for the Bulldogs. In for a strike. Didn't miss by much. Hit foul. hit foul again off the screen. Down and in for a ball. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Paguero. 4 of the last 6 outs have been strikeouts. He's retired 6 in a row. That's his third 1-2-3 inning. He struck out the side in the 4th after giving up a hit. So we finished 5 here at Frazier Field in this Division I North opening round game. Malden Catholic comfortably ahead of the English Bulldogs. 5, 6, and 7 for the Lancers of Malden Catholic as we start the 6th inning. Labby will start his 3rd inning of work. He came in relief in the 4th. He's done a nice job. Popped up. Long run by everybody. Suburbi trying to get there. Nice try. Diving try by Suburbi. Almost got there. Wasn't from lack of effort he didn't make the play. Long run by everybody, including the catcher and pitcher. Marshall has bounced in a 4-6-3 double play, bounced out 3rd to 1st, doubled in a run and scored. So he's 1 for 3. He drills that one right at the left fielder. Tavares there to make the play. Adam Braid struck out, walked, hit a 2-run home run over the right field fence. It was out of here in a millimeter. A line shot. Swing and a miss. And he's taking a beating behind home plate. He's going to go home and soak that hand all night. Solid shot right at the second baseman. They almost pulled, Suburbia almost came off the bag at first base. Nico Alex struck out but reached and scored, popped to first, walked. He's 0 for 2, but he scored a run. Get the top of the bat off that one, drilled it right. Malden Catholic is happy that that fence is there to protect the dugout. It went off the fence. They can thank Fisher College for that. Fisher has done a lot of work here at Frazier Field, and they're doing more work because they're combining with Rich Avery, who is the director and oversees Manning and Frazier. Rich Avery and Fisher College got together. I think it's going to start in October. They're going to put turf in the outfield here. That's going to make it to that grassy knoll behind first base. So this will be all turf when the season starts next year if things go according to Hoyle. Up the middle for a base hit. Labby had retired 7 in a row before that base hit. Alex is on for the 3rd time. 3 different ways, a strikeout, a walk, and a hit. Christian O'Brien is perfect. He walked, doubled and scored, and walked. The double and the last walk all came in the big 4th inning. Up and away for a ball. Up and away again. Swing and a miss. Try to golf that one. On the inside corner. Everybody's standing around. It's right. He can't go anywhere. First base is occupied. And it's the 3rd out anyway. Everybody stood around like slow motion. What happened there? What's going on? Strike 3. He's out. That's what happened. Runner stayed at first. Hitter went to first. The runner took off. They threw the ball down. Everything was academic because it was the 3rd out. So Labby gives up the hit. Otherwise, he's been almost perfect. He struck out 4. And we're moving to the bottom of the 6th. And it will be the top of the order. Joe Moretta, we mentioned, was MVP of the South Division in the Northeastern Conference. He'll be getting up now for his last time in a Bulldog uniform. His fly to left and popped to first. This is a great career. He's going to New Mexico Junior College on a full scholarship. He's made some of the best plays anybody has seen in a long time at shortstop. He's got an arm like a rifle. He's a nice young man. We wish him the best of luck. Dougie Mullins is going to miss him. Hit way up in the air behind the plate. Nice job by Braid. We told you those things aren't easy. Again, it blew back towards home plate. It always does. Jimmy Tidmarsh just reminded me that I was about to mention it, but Jimmy reminded me anyway. That was a nice play by the catcher, and he made it with 2 hands. He didn't try to catch it with 1 hand. Michigan side for a ball. DeVerge bounced out first to the first pitcher covering. Last time up, he struck out swinging. High for a ball. High again for a ball. That's the first walk given up by Peguero. Only the fourth base runner for the Bulldogs. They got two of them in the third inning when they got a hit, a sacrifice, and a hit to get their run. They got a leadoff hit in the fourth, and he struck out the side. Now they get a one-out walk. So 3 shingles and a walk is all that English has been able to get off Peguero. Eric Ruby has one of those hits. He flied to left and singled, leading off the fourth inning, and watched as Peguero struck out the side. In for a strike. Swing and a miss. English is very free swinging tonight against this good hard throwing Chris Peguero. Down and away for a ball. Ruby took a good look at that one. Wide for a ball. Timeout from the bullpen. Ball got loose out right field. That's going to be a base hit in the right center field. Safe at second with a double. Fourth hit given up by Peguero. Ruby's got 2 of them. Puts a smile on a few of the Bulldogs fans' faces. Jose Morel flied to center field, struck out swinging. That was the inning when everybody went down swinging at Peguero's over-the-top fastballs. Got 3 in a row. Hit in the air. Long run for the catcher. Runs out of real estate. It's up into the stands. Right behind the Malden Catholic dugout. Good curveball. He gets that curveball over that makes that fastball look even quicker. He hasn't thrown a lot of those. Swing and a miss. He gets Morel for the second time. Two-way. Juan Suburbi got robbed of a hit by Joe Ward with a tremendous play in the second inning. Last time up, he struck out swinging. Again, getting his money's worth. And again, he swung the bat and got a piece of the catcher. You wonder why nobody wants to get behind the dish and catch? So Burvey just swung from the ankles and got a piece. And that's the second time. High and tight for a ball. Swing and a miss again. Boy, they're swinging from their ankles. He gets him again. So they threaten second and third. Back-to-back strikeouts leaves him at second and third. The English down their last 3 outs, ending their season. They're trailing Malden Catholic in this Division I North opening round game, 10-1. First pitch is in for a strike. Josenel Perez has single, fly to right, fly to center. That fly to right, fly to center were both in the fourth inning. He made 2 of the 3 outs. Way over the head. He had a duck under that pitch. Labby starting an inning for the 4th time. He's done a nice job coming in a relief. That one started and was able to hold up. He was moving in that direction, just held up. Yeah, that's ball 4. Second walk given up by Labby. And we reached the top of the order. Lucas Daskal singled and scored. Grounded out, first baseman assisted getting an RBI. Walked and scored. Last time up, he was called on strikes. He pops it up. It's going to drop in, but they're going to get a force at second base. So it's going to be 4-6 to force out, but it comes from right field. Joe Ward singled and scored, walked and scored. Last time up, he was called on strikes. So a little pop-up by Daskal fell in for a base hit, he thought, but the runner at first had to hold up, obviously, thinking it was going to be caught. Should have been caught. So they had an easy force out at second base. Swing and a miss. Solid shot, foul. Get out in front, pulled it foul. He's done that a few times. Ripped it hard, pulled it foul. That dropped in nice. Off-speed pitch. He just watched it drop in. Nice pitch by Labby. That's his 5th strikeout. Peguero with a pitch, a single, struck out doubled in 2 and scored, grounded out third to first. He's been virtually untouchable on the mound. Labby, I think, wanted that pitch, didn't get it. Line to right field. Ubri over near the line, coming on, makes the catch. Nice job by Ubri. So Labby did a nice job. He walked 2, he struck out 5. English 3 outs away from ending their season. It's going to be Malden Catholic moving on to the quarterfinals. English season is going to come to an end. They had a great run. Good enough to be the number 5 seed in Division 1. You have to be 500 to get the tournament. Malden Catholic come in exactly 500, 10 and 10. They're going to get to go over that mark with their 11th win tonight. Ethan Labby, 6, 7, and 8 for English. Ethan Labby, Anthony Mateo, and then Yuri Contreras, scheduled hitters. Labby has popped to first and struck out swinging. Foul ball. Just kicked out as it got to the third base bag. Alex, the third baseman, was getting ready to throw the ball across the diamond. Solid hit by Labby, just kicked foul. Hit that a long way foul. Swing and a miss. Last 3 outs have been swinging strikeouts. Anthony Mateo singled and scored the 1 run, flied out to left. High for a ball. Hit the shot. Throw in the dirt, he'll reach on the error. Marshall tried to make the scoop at first and couldn't. So the error on the throw will give English a base runner, and it will be Julio Figueroa who will be pinch hitting. He'll be hitting for Contreras, who went in to play second base. in for a strike. On the corner, we think. They're not bothered to hold the runner at first on. In for strike 3. Albert Torres, the catcher, singled in a run, struck out swinging. The lone RBI for the Bulldogs. Swung through that pitch. Started to hold up, couldn't, wound up swinging through it. Joma Moretta on deck, hoping to get one more at bat. The runner steals second. They weren't even holding him on. He could get way off the bag, so he just took off. Hit foul, way out of play. That might have gone over the wall to Western Avenue. Strike 3 called. The strike zone got a little bit wide in the 7th inning. Outstanding performance by Peguero. Gives up the one run that was earned. 4 base hits. Struck out 10. Walked 1 batter. English had 5 base runners, 4 hits, a walk, and an error. And Peguero just kept them off. English, Malden got 2 in the first, 1 in the second. English closed within 3-1 at the end of the 3rd inning. And then up popped the 4th inning. 7 runs in the inning. Back-to-back-to-back doubles. A 2-run double by Peguero, a 2-run double by Bourne, a 2-run double by Marshall, and then a 2-run home run by Braid. A 7-run inning made it 10-1, and that was all she wrote. English got close in the 6th. A walk and a double made it 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs, with 1 out. And Peguero struck out 2 in a row. And he struck out the side in the 4th. He struck out the side here in the 7th. 10 strikeouts, walked only 1, gave up only 4 base hits. Malden Catholic will get their 11th win. English will finish up a great season. They should walk out of here with their heads held high. They drew the number 5 seed. They played exceptionally well all year, and they just didn't have it tonight against a very good pitcher. For English, DeVers was one of those base runners with a walk. Ubri had 2 of the hits, a single and a double. Mateo had a base hit, was sacrificed by Pena to second. Torres got the other base hit, knocking in the 1 run, Mateo scoring the 1 run. And Mateo reached for the 2nd time on the error in the 7th inning, and that was it for the Bulldogs. They had very little offense. They were swinging from their heels, trying to hit the ball out of sight, and they couldn't catch up with Peguero most of the night. Never really threatened the 1 threat in the 3rd inning, the hit, the sacrifice, and the hit for the only run. Other than that, Peguero just took care of them rather easily, especially in the latter innings with strikeouts. So English finishes up a very good season at 13-8. Dougie Mullen should be very proud of himself, his coaching staff, and his players. Congratulations to all the seniors for the Bulldogs. We wish them the best of luck in whatever they get doing, and good luck to New Mexico for the MVP, Joma Moretta. But it's a sad ending for the Bulldogs as they close, but they close at home. They lose it to Malden Catholic. Their season comes to an end. They finish their season at 13-8. Malden Catholic goes over the 500 mark. They'll go to 11-10. They'll move on to the quarterfinals. So we hope you enjoyed it. I'm Don Hoffman saying We'll see you next time.